name is Panni Vég, and I am the coordinator of Re-Store project in Artemisszó Foundation, and I was one of the facilitators of the local workshops in Hungary. We realized our Re-Store workshops by the end of June. We held 3 workshop sessions within 7 days, 3 hours each. The group we worked with consists of migrant women living in Hungary. We recruited actively in our intercultural community and via Facebook, so the process was open for new members and for women we already worked with. Artemisszó has an intercultural community called Mira and a community space called Mira Ház. We wanted to contribute to the rebuilding of the community because in 2020 and 21, a lot of activities and processes stopped due to COVID situation. We always had programs for female migrants, but Re-Store offered us a possibility to organize a process of low entry so women could participate at all of the workshops and dive into creativity, but they could also pick 1 or 2 to participate in. The trainers, facilitators were from, on one side, Artemisszó staff, Olga Irimiás, who is a trainer and also a trained art therapist and coach, and me. I'm an educator, a trainer, and I usually work with non-formal and creative methods. And we invited 2 guest facilitators, one photographer, Kristina Horváth, who works creatively with old photos in a very diverse way, and a Brazilian artist, Luisa Moraes, who is a dancer, performer, and works with embroidery as well. Luisa got to know Artemisszó and us as a participant in a similar project that was also designed for migrant women living in Hungary, and this fact was an added value for us, involving her in the Re-Store process. We connected the 3 workshops to past, present, and future to add a thematic focus that allows to tackle different questions, topics, and fields. Our focuses were, besides that, on one hand, emotions and memories, like feeling at home, reflecting on local and cultural identity. On the other hand, we wanted to focus on skills, like creativity, learning new things, being open to learn new things, working in a group or individually, creating collectively, that is an advanced level of cooperation. And we have had a special focus on digital skills, taking photos as a collector, experimenting with the camera as an artist, and creating short videos as a filmmaker. Beside this, we wanted to provide space to try out various artistic and creative methods, like creating a booklet, drawing with the help of photos, or creating experimental photos. These creative techniques or creative activities had at the bottom the technique of collage or montage making, so putting together already existing pieces and creating a whole that is somehow more than the sum of its parts. Besides that, we used embroidery, a traditional feminine activity, with a feminist and artistic spin. We intended to connect to recycling on different levels, like reliving, transforming memories that create resilience, reusing materials we found, like objects, old photos, and textiles, reusing skills like the ability of drawing, painting as a kid, or playing freely. At the first workshop, the keyword was the past, and we focused on group building, getting to know each other, building trust at the first part. Then, the focus was shifted to exploring the city space and connecting the space to memories, experiences, discovering it from a new perspective through sensorial experiences like touching different surfaces, looking for familiar forms and images in a not so familiar ambient. After the urban meditation, the participants created their memory books that was about the walk and about the city. They tried the different techniques of leaving traces as the city space left traces in them. We closed the session with the exhibition of the booklets and sharing ideas and feelings about the activities. That was very touching in some moments. The second workshop was facilitated by Krista and Artemisszó trainers, and the keyword was the present. Quite huge topic to focus on. We put our fingers on the transition, making transition from the past to present on a personal level, transition from a photo to drawing, and from drawing to photo on the creation level. First, the participants were drawing the bridge between past and present with the help of analog photos. Then they made digital panoramic photos two ways. The first was a normal, regular panoramic photo, and the second was an experimental one, moving the camera horizontally and vertically sometimes, creating a picture that is sometimes blurry, the forms can clash, and there are some black parts, like in the mechanism of remembering. At the last part of the workshop, we wanted to insert some storytelling activity, playing with the images we used, but creating a different framework for them through storytelling. We asked each participant to keep an image from the drawing exercise, and after forming smaller groups, they connected the images through stories they invented together. From the stories, the group created the small groups, created short videos, and we watched the videos together at the end of the session. The third workshop was facilitated by Luisa Moraes, and we focused on the future and used the embroidery as creative technique. Traditionally, embroidery is a feminine activity, and we thought that it could be interesting for our group if we share thoughts and examples on some feminist messages and modern artistic techniques. In between, Luisa did some tarot explanation as well. A small presentation to get into the future mode. After the introduction round, where the participants shared their thoughts and feelings about the word future, we dived into a sensorial experience of tapping on a huge embroidered art piece that Luisa created during a performance that went on several days at the festival. At the creation phase, the task was to create a positive message for the future or an image that somehow gives you hope. The canvas was a tote bag that the participants wanted to reuse. The aim was not to create a uniformed piece or teach a specific technique, more to explore the possibilities of the textures, yarns, and stitches. This framework allowed the participants to experiment freely and to help each other as well. We were a bit short on time, but almost everyone could finish her creation and was very happy with the results. The overall evaluation of the process was very positive. The participants enjoyed being creative, learning new things, and also to connect to new people.